Hello everybody, this is Sharonda and this is my podcast, Spiritual Sense. Now, I am not I'm recording this live, but I am not doing a webinar, so you can listen in on my Spreaker Studio podcast, or you can actually listen in on my webinar. Today is Tuesday, which is January the 4th, and so we are in the year of 2022, and as I mentioned, this year is your year. You're going to own it. This is the year that we're walking towards greatness, okay, and walking in excellence. So we're going to do the tarot card reading for today. Now, I decided that I'm going to do an integrated tarot card reading for today. That means I'm going to work with first my Cycles of the Tarot deck cards, then I'll proceed with the other two cards that I particularly favor, which are my AE Weight as well as my Secrets of the Tarot deck cards. I may integrate my Moonology and or my Angelic cards. It just depends on how the reading is going. I'd like to state that this podcast is for entertainment purposes, and what that means is if it just so happens that it, coincides with something that you're dealing with or your life, that may be by chance or happenstance. When you begin to do spirit work and work with spirituality, you will begin to notice that everything in God is God and God is everything, okay? So I am not trying to judge nor, anybody in what you do, but trust and believe this is how spirituality works, okay? Sometimes it can be favorable, other times it can be unfavorable, but we want to try to be conscientious. We want to be positive, but we want to also be conscientious as possible, okay? So let me proceed. Father, Supreme Being of all being, I don't know what I'm doing this reading on today, but I do feel like it's a relevant reading. I do. And so give me infinite wisdom, knowledge, capability, and understanding as I do my reading. And let me adjust my lighting and we will proceed. Okay. So as I've mentioned previously, I favor the Celtic cross when I do my tarot card reading. The Celtic cross comprises of a 10-card spread. Card 1 being on the situation, person, or some type of insight or knowledge about a situation. Card 2 will be the hindrance or barrier in regards to what you're doing a reading on. Card 3 is going to be what's above the situation or what you're trying to attain. Card 4 will be the root of the issue or the reasoning. Card 5 will be the near past or something that's occurring. Card 6 will be the near future or what's occurring. Card 7 is the attitude and or morale. Card 8 is what's physically surrounding, or it could be something that you're sensing around this person. Card 9 is hope, fears, and dreams. And card 10 is the outcome. And let me proceed with pulling up my cards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'll pull the cards for my Psychics of the Tarot deck cards, and I'm going to proceed with pulling the next two decks, and for this integrated, comprehensive tarot card reading. Okay, so give me just a moment. Let me proceed to cut the cards. And this, what I mean by that is it's a tarot card reading where I will perform 3 Celtic crosses, okay, with the 3 major cards that I have. Okay, so let's begin to proceed to pull the cards. I have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so that is the second group of cards, and then the Secrets of the Tarot cards. I'm going to pull from these, so just a moment. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so I'm going to begin with the Secrets of the Tarot card deck first, and then I'll proceed with the other two. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so for card 1, I have 2 of Swords card. For card 2, the Barrier, I have Queen of Swords. For card 3, I have 8 of Swords. For card 4, I have the Emperor card. Card 5, I have 5 of Wands. Card 6, I have 8 of Cups. Card 7, I have 10 of Pentacles. Card 8, I have the Tower card. Card 9, I have the Wheel of Fortune. And for card 10, I have the 5 of Cups upside down. I do feel like this is an encouragement reading. I do have a person in mind that I feel like this reading is applicable to. So right now I showed that this person was very discouraged in terms of, their situation. It could be that I know in the past this person was discouraged, and I feel like this person continues to feel discouraged about their situation and or their past. I feel like this person feels something is telling me that this person has some criminal history, or perhaps something in relation to feeling trapped. So I don't know if this person is actually incarcerated or this person is in a situation where she feels trapped. But I do feel like I'm speaking to a female. I do feel as though you had a couple of people that was around you that turned on you and turned against you and sought you up. I feel as though right now you're feeling the need to move on. And when I say move on, I feel like this person wants to get out of their situation. And something is telling me is this person is very, very, very depressed is what I feel. So as I have the attitude is this. God been giving you signs and warnings in regards to, the attitude, the way you view things, the way you view life. And trust and believe it. We all are going to be played with that same lesson in life. It's your attitude, the way you view things, the way you feel as though things should go. And so, again, you find yourself battling, going back and forth in a circle with this same old scenario. But I do show a whole bunch of things around you that are not favorable. I do. I don't want to speak any curses on you. However, I'm just bringing awareness to something that is already there. So I'm not speaking anything against you because I don't have any personal dealings with you. Okay? But I do feel as though it's a whole bunch of turmoil around you. I do feel that way. And I think because I have the Wheel of Fortune card in cards 9's position, I do feel as though it's money related. Like it's a lot to do with money. And a money situation is what I feel. And somehow I feel like it's somebody that's around you that keeps perpetuating this same old pitfall for you, is what I feel. I understand your concerns. I understand you feel as though you're grown, you can do what you want to do, and that's that. And in many instances, that is the truth. But you will have to understand you do have people out here that will capitalize off of the things you do. Meaning, if you are quote-unquote sinful, as they may judge you, then they'll use that as an excuse to perpetuate their own selfish needs. And you have to be the one to see that. Okay? This is how they are. They are out here. So I have the 5 of Cups turned upside down. I feel as though things are going to turn around for you. I do. Things are going to get better for you for this year. I do. I have the Triumphant Success card. Okay? So I do feel as though someone in ministry is going to expose those people. I mean, someone in ministry that can see things outside of what meets the eye. So, somebody in ministry is going to see the truth. I have card 1 being the truth. Before I can even pull it over, it's in because I'm on my second deck, which is the Psychic Tarot deck. So the truth is going to set you free. Okay, the truth is going to set you free right now. I showed that there is a testing of your spirit or your belief or faith. That's what I showed. That's what I have as the barrier. Part 1 under the second deck, because I'm doing a continuation of the first deck of cards. Part 1 I have is truth. Part 2 I have spiritual strength. So right now your faith is being tested right now. Card 3, what is above a spiritual union? You're trying to get to a spiritual union. So I feel as though it's someone that drives your strength. It's someone that is kind of like an ally for you, or a friend, somebody that was a true friend to you is trying to get to you, because the issue that I show is mental conflict is what I show. Someone that you're dealing with, it's the reason for this same thing keep perpetuating with you. So I feel as though someone that you have had a relationship with, is the reason. I feel like you're battling a demon. I'm just going to put that out there. It's a demon that this person brings out of you, and that demon or demonic spirit that you're battling is help perpetuating some of the decisions that you have made repeatedly over and over again. And once you are able to recognize that, then and only then can that curse be released, because I do feel as though there is a curse on your life. I do. And once you recognize what that demon is, you'll be able to see clearly. You'll be able to see and focus. In card 5's position, I have partnerships and alliances. So again, you're going to be paired with somebody that is going to be a advocate for you, who's going to be able to see things for what it is. Because oftentimes, people think that because we have made some mistakes in our past and we continue to make those same or similar mistakes, that we're to go to hell. That means that we are to continue to be in that rut or continue to be in that pitfall. But it's going to take somebody who can what? Who can see through it all and see that many a times they get you and they dampen your spirit and your hope to where you don't have hope. You don't see no other way. This is how they're able to capture or capitalize off of that. And once you begin to work on the spirit, then and only then are you able to release those demonic spirits and expose it for whom it is. So I have heartache and loss. So it's going to take you to leave that spirit alone. It's going to take you to leave that spirit alone. It's going to take you to see things for what it is. You're going to have to leave that spirit alone. I feel like you're battling a Jezebel spirit. Is what I feel. And as a result of the Jezebel spirit, people have capitalized off of that. And they've used it to their benefit to continue to exploit you, is what I feel. So it's going to take you to see things clearly and see things on a bigger scale to say, you know what, I cannot continue to allow this spirit to blindside me. I cannot continue to let this spirit to take over me, because that's essentially what it's doing. Okay, attitude, movement, choices, and decisions. So I feel as though you're going to have to move out of that situation. You're going to get some help from someone who's able to gauge and see it bigger on a bigger scale. So it's going to take you taking a leap of faith to move forward. You may have to move out of your situation by way of moving out of the places where you are, mentally, spiritually, as well as physically. Okay. Card 8's position, I have the universe card. The universe card, oftentimes, when I get that card, it is in relation to karma. So I do feel as though karma is coming to those around you who continue to perpetuate this same cycle that is happening in your life. They're going to have hell to pay if they continue on with that same old sob story, because I feel like the sob story is no longer yours, it's actually theirs. Card 9 is hope. So I'm letting you know right now that hope is on the way for you. There is still hope. There's going to be a bright and shining armor that's going to come your way and help you to see through it all. The outcome, I have triumphant success. It's going to be successful. You're going to come out of your situation. Okay, let me proceed with the next group of cards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So in reading that, again, the bright and shining armor, I have the Knight of Swords. It may take someone that is in law enforcement, perhaps, who also is in ministry, that's going to come forward and expose it for what it truly is. I have the Hangman card as the obstacle. So this person here, he's going to show that those around you have took advantage of you and exploited you, is what it's going to show. Card 3, I have King of Wands. So this is somebody who is in a position of authority. This is somebody that's in a position of authority who is able to capture and see it your way. Root of the issue. So the root of the issue is I show some alternative things that is going on. So I do feel as though there's some alternative things that are going on that has plagued over your life. Again, as I mentioned, the Jezebel spirit. Queen of Pentacles. There was a sign in the past that came from an older person that was trying to enlighten you, and I feel as though you did not want to hear it, and so you had to fall all the way down. Sometimes we have to hit rock bottom in order for us to look up and see it for what it is. Wheel of Fortune. Again, this is the second time this has come about. So I do show that in order for you to be prosperous in your finances, in your endeavors in life, it's going to take you to take a step back and say, you know what, maybe there is something in ministry, or maybe there is someone there that can see it my way, and not be so quick to feel as though everybody is turning against you. Because oftentimes, I'm gonna tell you something, many people just do things because that's what they do. They're not trying to exploit you. That's what the people that may be in your inner circle are trying to do. But you do have people on the outside that have seen things and seen how people perpetuate this same get over mentality, or this crabs in a barrel mentality. Okay, barrel is what I meant to say. So everyone is not looking to take and steal from you, but those who may be in your inner corner or in your inner circle may be. Card 7. So this is the attitude. I feel as though you were surrounded by, because I have in card 7's position 10 of Swords. So I show that I feel as though, and this is not to judge you, that you have stabbed a lot of people in the back. And it took you to go through the test of time to see what you put out is what you get back. Meaning, what you put towards people is what in turn came back to you. However, you still a child of God, and you can be rehabilitated, and you can be brought out of your situation. Because I do feel as though there was some court proceedings, even some some justice things that was going on, meaning legal issues that was going on in regards to your situation. Okay, so 8 of Pentacles, the card 8 is Ace of Pentacles. So this is your sign. This is your sign. Okay, God is going to have an upper hand in it all. He's going to bring somebody in that's going to be able to see it your way, and to see you through your situation. Right now I have Hope, Fears, and Dreams card. Again, the Knight of Cups. I do show somebody else in law enforcement that's going to be involved. So it looks like it's going to be 2 uniformed persons that's going to be involved in this situation. That could be by way of, I don't know if you are incarcerated and maybe you have some parole situations going on or what have you, but I show officers. It seems like it's 2 officers in this situation right now. Okay, that's going to help assist you with getting your life back right. There's going to be a transition to a better you, a walk towards greatness. There will be temptation along the way, and many a times that's just to see what they can get you to do. But you have to be level-headed and strong to recognize it for what it is. So the outcome I have, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Again, what goes around comes around. So what that means is it's going to be a cycle that you're going to be able to recognize, and that cycle is going to be, and I think I'm going to pull out my Moonology cards instead of the angel cards. It's a cycle is what that means. That means it's going to come a time where those same spirits are going to show back up and visit. So I don't know if it's some substance situation, abuse situation that you have dealt with in the past. They're going to continue to present themselves. A Jezebel spirit is something that I do show that's in the cards here, that you are battling and have battled for quite some time. So that will come back up. I don't know what your flavor is, meaning I don't know what your particular preference is, but you will be battling that on an ongoing basis. You have to be the level-headed one to see through it all and see through it all. So it tells me pull one card from the top, one from the middle, and one from the bottom. And that's what I'm going to do now. These are the Moonology cards. This is for an additional outcome for clarity. Okay, so card 1, it says, don't let your past hold you back, soft node. So, meaning, I just mentioned it. Follow the yellow brick road. Keep your eyes on the prize, because there are going to be some distractions. They're going to come your way. Okay? Your past is always going to be presented in front of you. That's all of us. And sometimes Satan will exaggerate it to make it seem or appear as though it's more worse off than what it is. Okay? You have to let it defy. Don't let it defy you. You defy it. Okay? You contain it, you defy it, and you move beyond it. Okay, so the second Moonology card, it says, nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. So, just because you have, some legal issues or some, some things to have transpired in the past that was not favorable. You cannot let that defy who you are as a person. You defy who you are. You don't let your past defy you. Okay? These are the cycles of life. So this is going to happen. This is normal. It may not be normal for the average person, but it is normal in terms of we all have something that we are not proud of, is what I mean. Part 3, a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So I do show that from what I just gathered from this card here, there may be a relationship that's going to happen for you. In the midst of this relationship, it's going to be somebody that truly and honestly care for you, and that's going to be able to be, you and him both are going to prosper from this situation, and it's going to be a learning point. They use people such as this in ministry. Now, you want to get around the right ministers, because you don't want to get around people that's going to help perpetuate that same, scandalous, skeezing type of behavior. Okay, so you want to get in ministry, and you want to get in the right ministry to where you are doing right by the people, because you will end up being what? You will end up being a self-fulfilling prophecy. That means when you do get into these places, it will be a setup and a test. These people are going to watch you, is what that is. So if you do anything to the contrary, if you have already been bruised, that's going to be another pitfall to hereafter send you to hell. So if you are provided with the opportunity to get into ministry, trust and believe and understand that you will be monitored. And this is across the board, okay? So if you're going to turn away from the things of your past, do it wholeheartedly as much as possible, because we all can be a vessel or a learning point or a learning tool for the next person, okay? So I wish you well on your endeavors, and that is my tarot card reading for today. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. Until then, you have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.